Man, I don't know about you, man, but I'm about ready to get started, man. You ready? I'm about
Oh
ready.
yeah, always ready.
I'm ready, man. I'm gonna give you a chance to just go ahead and just give me a quick promo to fully introduce yourself, man. Just full promo, man.
All right. Yeah, you caught me off guard, man. I'm not prepared. Walker Hayes, 22 years old. I'm from Olive Branch, Mississippi. I grew up here. I've always loved wrestling. I found a show in South Haven when I was 15 years old. I started training, trained for 2.5 years. Didn't get my first match till I was 18. Yeah, 18. And ever since then, I've been rolling. And then 901 Wrestling came along, and it's been my home ever since.
Oh man, I mean, like I started saying, man. Quick question, man. Because you're a big guy, man. Have you always been a big guy, or did you just have a massive like growth spurt, or you always just a big guy?
Well, funny story. When I was in eighth grade, I was like 5'8", 5'9",
Uh-huh.
and I left for summer break, and I came back, and I was 6'2".
Whoa.
Like I hit a pretty decent growth spurt there over the summer, and
That's wow. That's
it
pretty
it was
big.
crazy.
Like when I was that age, I was about 5'4", and I left, came back, I was 5'4" and a half, maybe.
Get a
That
little
was
bit there though.
man, that was a big growth spurt, man. So where did you get the nickname from? What did you get it, or did somebody else give it to you? Like, where did you get it from?
The Gray Wolf.
Yeah.
So I've always loved wolves. I've always been intrigued by 'em. My dad, it's funny because my dad's bedroom actually looks like a museum. It's like he's got a bunch of like Native American stuff, and I've got a lot of Native American heritage.
Yeah.
And my dad's got a lot of his rooms just decked out in like wolf statues and pictures and stuff. And I've always been
Mhm.
fascinated by them. So I was like, and it kind of fits my character of being as aggressive as possible,
Oh,
at all times. So
you're
I kind of went
aggressive.
with the
I
wolf.
seen you. You're big and you're aggressive, but you're kind of agile too, man. You can move around that ring.
Yeah, I don't know how it just hits me in the match. I literally don't know how it happens. It shocks me too sometimes.
I mean, that's a great. You know, I love seeing big guys who now like one dimensional who just use power move. I love seeing a big guy who can just move around that ring and be a little agile, man. That adds us another level of excitement to the match, in my opinion, man.
Well, I appreciate that. It really does mean a lot.
So, quick question, man. About 15. So, what is your favorite era of wrestling? You know, like the Attitude Era or the Ruthless Aggression. What was your favorite era growing up?
A lot of people say, I mean, I was kind of born around the Attitude Era. I was born in '97, right when the Attitude Era started.
Right,
So I didn't really catch much of that, but I grew up on the Ruthless Aggression era.
right.
So like back in like 2002, 2003, that's when I first started watching wrestling. Oh yeah, you can't see me. Him and like Brock Lesnar and Kurt
Yeah,
Angle, like when they
yeah,
first started. Like it was just that's what I grew up on, and like I grew up on all the big powerhouse guys.
right.
So that's what I've always wanted to be. As big, throwing people around, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the Ruthless Aggression one had to be my favorite.
I mean, Ruthless Aggression, they had some great wrestlers like you named Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, and John. People love John Cena. I like John Cena. I'm not a big fan, but I respect the work he's done, man. You know, a big guy like you could I could see you throwing people around like how Brock Lesnar throwing around. I could see you put on a suplex city.
Oh yeah, man, that guy's a freak. Like he's NCAA Division I athlete. Like that man's a monster.
Man,
But
yeah. So, I mean, if you could today, first I'm gonna talk about the past. If you could go back in time, any pro wrestler, who would you want to wrestle?
I've got two. If Can I
Okay.
have two?
Yeah, that's fine. How many as you want?
I've got the Undertaker because he was my biggest inspiration.
Right.
I watched all his stuff. Him and Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man. That's a shocker. Not too many people give Big Boss Man the credit and respect he deserves.
Oh, so underrated.
Man,
So
yeah,
underrated.
yeah. Because he's a big guy, man. He can move around that ring and he could take a bump. He can sell a move. He's a guy who don't get enough respect in the big man size of wrestling. That's a good choice, Big Boss Man. Then he came back to hold the nightstick and hold black ops
Oh
outfit
yeah,
before there was a
he was the
shield,
prison guard Boss Man. Yeah.
before the shield ward. Big Boss Man made that
Mhm.
outfit cool.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, definitely.
In, in today's wrestling, today pro wrestling, not just in WWE, but New Japan or AEW, wherever, who would you want to wrestle today?
Man, that's a good one. I'd like to. I mean, if I had to pick somebody from today's era, I'd have to pick the Fiend. I'd like to. I'd like to see what that's about because
Yeah,
I've been a big fan of Bray Wyatt since he debuted as Bray Wyatt up until now. Like I think he's really good. He's one of the people that I like model some of my style after too.
I'm,
But I'm pick Bray Wyatt, man, because Bray Wyatt's. I mean, even in the position he's in, I feel like he could be doing more, wrestling
yeah,
wise, and not just with his character.
yeah. I mean, I've liked Bray Wyatt when he, not when he was husky hair. I liked him when he was Bray Wyatt, and I feel like they didn't give him the spotlight he needed because I feel like Vince didn't really know how to use him in the right way or let him just be him. Because Bray Wyatt's one of those rare talents where he can go out there and just do it. He don't need a script or a promo or somebody tell him. He just go out there and knock it out. And with this
Mm-hmm.
thing, oh my gosh, man, this is a whole nother level of greatness for
Yeah.
him.
And that's all his brainchild too. He came up with all that, which blows my mind. Like it's
Man,
crazy
yeah.
how creative he is.
Yeah, and I love the mask because the mask it was done by makeup artist Tom Savini, who worked on
Mm-hmm.
Friday the
Friday the
13th.
13th. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, you done your research.
I'm gonna
Okay,
show you something real quick. It's a little off the cuff here. Let's see
okay.
here. If I can get my camera. This is on my wall at my house.
Oh man, that's sick
So
costume, man.
I love horror movies. That's where I base a little bit of it from Friday the 13th too. A little bit of my character, anyways.
Okay, I'm a horror movie fan. I love Friday 13. I think I've watched Friday 13 movies like once every month. Okay, Friday 13. Your favorite? Which one's your favorite?
Oh, I have to say, this is gonna be not a lot of people are gonna like this, but I say Jason Goes to Hell. That's it's just it's I don't know. I love it.
Oh, I can't stand it. I give it points for trying to do something different than the usual camp counselor thing and the usual. I give it credit for that, but it was just I just couldn't get over not seeing the whole physical Jason as much. But I mean, I like it for doing something different. I didn't agree with the whole Jason boy. He got a whole family that we didn't know about thing. That was a little.
It's a little weird, but it's I liked it. I mean, if you notice every movie, it's a little different. Like Jason was just in the first movie, he was just a small part of the
Yeah,
story, and eventually it had a life of its own, and they were like, well, we have to do something with it now,
yeah,
and that's how he became as popular as he is. But like, if you like, I like to learn stuff not just from wrestling,
yeah.
but like from characters,
And that's a
and Jason's one of my favorites.
and he's a good character to take something from, man. How he could just it's so his appearance, his presence is so attention grabbing and it's so
Mm-hmm.
demanding. It's like, oh my God, he's a big dude. It's pretty fearful. Like, how can I get around this mountain of a guy, man? And
Mm-hmm.
that reminds me of you. Like, I see like how they gonna get around this mountain of a man? How they gonna move him? Because he's got to move him out this ring.
Right.
Got to move them. Man, I'm telling you, okay, speaking of Friday 13 is your favorite. In a wrestling match, who would win between Jason and Michael Myers?
Oh, dude. Okay. Michael or Jason, no doubt. Three things. Number one, Jason's about 3 or 4 inches taller than Michael. First of
Right.
all, he's got size on him.
Yeah.
Secondly, Michael Myers is a human. Jason Voorhees is supernatural. And third, Jason has way more kills than Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Way higher kill count.
Yes. And I'll also think about Jason is he's been in the wilderness and he has taken a lot more damage than Michael has been in neighborhoods and houses with regular gunshots that may have been hung and burned once or twice. Jason's been
Mm-hmm.
burned and came through and finished the movie like in part 7, which ended kind of weird with the zombie dad coming back, but okay. Wow. Interesting.
Part 5 was another of my favorite ones. Part 5 was really good too.
Part 5, I watched that one a lot because it wasn't actually him. It was Roy, and I like it was
Mm-hmm.
different and the whole Tommy Jarvis kicking guys. But oh man, he went wrestling on a couple of people. That was great
Mm-hmm.
action.
Yep.
And it makes like he's gonna be the new Jason at the end. with the whole putting on the mask. That was a good. I like part 5. Let's see, man. 901 wrestling. Of all the people you wrestle, who was your favorite opponent to wrestle?
Oh man, you gotta ask me the tough questions. Okay,
Yes.
can I have two?
Make it have many as you want, man. This is about you.
Okay, top. I'm gonna go ahead and say top three.
Right.
Number one spot is Sam Armstrong
Sam Armstrong. Okay.
because I mean he's a hell of a wrestler. He's strong, very strong for his size. I think he's pound for pound the strongest guy at 901
Mm-hmm.
for his weight and everything. Because like I weigh 320 pounds and he put me on his shoulders with no problem.
Whoa.
You know, yeah, him.
Gee.
I hate to say it, but man, I've had some really good, really hard fought battles with Ken Dang.
Ken
Ken
Dang.
Dang
Yeah.
is
Kind of like a little
he's
Samoa Joe.
oh yeah, oh yeah, he's 901 Samoa Joe for sure.
Yeah.
And if I had to pick a number three, I'd say Andy Mack.
Andy back. Okay. Cool. Cool. Man. So any outside those three people, who would you like to wrestle that you haven't wrestled?
That I haven't wrestled at 901.
Or
Oh,
just period in Memphis. Anybody period.
anybody period in Memphis that I'd want to wrestle. Anthony Young. I'd love to have a match with Anthony Young.
Anthony Young. Okay, cool. I'm trying to get him on here. We're gonna try to make this happen. I'm see. I want to make things happen. I want to see this. These matches that haven't happened or matches that have happened. I want to see them happen. Anthony Young. So, like, have you since you've been in Memphis or been around? What wrestlers have you met? Have you met any like wrestlers from WWE or any other promotion? Have you met any other wrestlers or anything before?
Yeah, it's crazy because I used to work at LA Fitness out in Memphis, and whenever the WWE guys would come into town,
Yeah.
they'd always come to LA Fitness to work out.
Mm-hmm.
And I met Drew McIntyre, Jinder Mahal, Bobby Roode, and Finn Balor. And I had like a 10-minute conversation with Finn Balor about wrestling and what it was like for him coming up and all that kind of stuff. And it's crazy. Like I blew my mind. But I met him and I've done I went to WrestleMania a few years ago. I went to the one in Orlando.
Yeah.
And I went to WrestleMania Access and I went to WrestleCon and like just walking around and seeing everybody that you grew up watching was just mind blowing.
Man, that's got to be there. It's a dream for me. I want to go to one WrestleMania. That's my dream, man. Because I work at the airport for TSA, so when I'm flying, I'm at work. I'm seeing these guys fly out, and I don't care how many times I've seen them. I still get starstruck. I'm trying to stay professional, but when you see them, and I check Finn Balor's boarding pass, I'm trying not to mark out and get all they're scared like, oh my gosh, it's Finn freaking Balor. I'm like, do I stop and try to get one in or what? Oh, I did with Luke Gallows. I did because he came to the body scanner before he walked off. I go, you got to give me one. He did
Too
it.
sweet. Yeah.
I took the picture with AJ Styles before, and he's a nice guy, man. He was just down in baggage waiting. I was like, man, and I was in fan mode. Not gonna lie. I like him. Excuse me, Mr. Styles. I know you get this far, but do you mind taking a picture with me? I'm a full grown man, acting like a little kid. And he's like, oh yeah, sure, bro, come on. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And I was nervous. I couldn't get my camera. Like, oh my gosh. I wonder, can he do it for his phone and send it to me? That ain't gonna work. Let me just get my phone working. But man,
Right. And it's like you're in your head. You're like, oh, I don't want to be. I don't want to be a super fanboy. I don't want to do it. But then again, this could be my only chance. You know.
Yeah, because I seen Shinsuke Nakamura, and I saw him at the back. Like, I want to get his picture, but I saw somebody walk over first. He's like, no. And Peter like, okay, I'm gonna leave him alone. He's not in the mood.
Never mind. Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass myself too in front of my coworkers and friends. Man, but it's just like I said, man. Seeing them, it never gets old because we grew up watching them on TV and seeing them now. Like, this is awesome. And now that you're a wrestler, now, man, I can see one day, man, you keep grinding. It's gonna be you. And don't
I
forget
hope
me,
so, man.
because I'm gonna make
I
sure I get an
won't.
interview with you when you make it up there, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. I won't
Bring
forget. Don't worry.
Oh man, it's just trying to make sure I get all the questions. So you mentioned you went to one of the WrestleManias.
Mm-hmm.
Pay-per-view. What is your favorite pay-per-view? Like I said, it don't just gotta be WWE. It could be any pay per view. Like, what is your favorite pay per view ever?
Like in general, like which pay per view or which specific show that was my favorite.
Specific show.
Um, Survivor Series 2001, WWF versus the Alliance.
That was a big show, man. That was a
Yeah.
good big show. Oh man. I remember like it was yesterday, man. It's like, no, Chris Jericho, what the hell are you doing, man? Oh, we
Right.
lost. We lost. Wait, what's going on here? Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle,
Jesus.
yep.
He's a
And then
true
The
American
Rock
hero.
holding the belt up at the end and Vince coming out like, you son of a, that was that. And Edge versus Test was really good. That was one of my favorite
Yeah,
matches.
oh man, Test didn't get a lot of respect that he should in the ring. Test was a big guy who could move, and he
Oh, yeah.
dominated. He was so jacked. He had to me. He had one of the best big boots in wrestling at
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, man. He had a lethal big boot.
Oh, big time. Big
Oh
time.
man,
Him and Brody Lee both have really beautiful really beautiful boots, man. Like,
yeah, Brody Lee, another guy that I just feel like WWE just with Vince and the main roster not how to properly use, man. Because that guy, he lost weight, he was agile. If to me, if any match should have showed Vince that this guy is a star, the ladder match he had with Dolph Ziggler.
mm-hmm.
That match alone, man, that should have showed Vince, I got a star in my hands.
Yeah.
This guy can go. And ladder matches are normally full of small, agile guys, but him, he went up there and did his own, man.
He did it no problem. No problem whatsoever.
I like I said, man, I enjoy big guys like yourself who are not just one dimensional, who just go out there and power moves or one dimensional. Show me something different. Climb the top ropes, like run and dive, jump on them, do something, just wow me. Because big guys, growing up, I get ragged on a lot when I say I'm not a big Hulk Hogan fan style of wrestling. I didn't too much enjoy the Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior match because it was kind of one dimensional, just we're muscle guys. What do
It
we
was
do?
all gimmick. That's all it was. It was all gimmick.
Exactly. And people brag like, but it's one of the greatest matches ever. No, it's one of the greatest moments ever. Matches, not so.
Two different things. Yep.
It was a great moment. Like, oh man, somebody beat Hulk Hogan clean, even though Hogan didn't sell the finish well. Surprise anyone? But
Doesn't really sell for not that. There's not many people Hulk Hogan will sell for, but
hell no. I don't get this guy. For me, oh man, Survivor Series 2001 was a great show. But the night after Survivor Series with the whole Miss McMahon Kiss My Ass Club,
Oh yeah,
jeez.
that was good. That was good stuff.
As a wrestler, would you been able to do that on live TV? Literally kiss his ass.
It depends on how much he's paying me, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a certain amount of things that I won't do, and then there's a certain amount of things like there's a threshold of things that's like, well, that's not that bad if there's enough money involved.
Definitely.
But I don't think kissing Vince McMahon's ass would be one of those things that I think it'd be one of those things I'd be like, nah, pal. Thanks anyways.
I'm like, well, I guess I won't be getting no push. I'm like, Vince, you gotta pay me this money, and I need a world title push. You gotta push me to the rocket if I'm gonna do this on TV, dude. On live
Right.
TV. Shout out to William Regal for doing it, because
Man, William Regal is another one of those guys that's very underrated. Very underrated.
he is, man. He's very talented in the ring, and he can go not just a brawler, but he's a very good technical wrestler. Ex Goldberg. He emulated Goldberg or Nitro.
I saw that. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, that was good stuff.
Goldberg got a lesson in wrestling. Like, man, that's when I realized Goldberg's not a good wrestler.
See, I've always liked Goldberg, and now that I've gotten older and know more about wrestling, I know he's not that great of a wrestler.
Yeah.
But his intensity and his character was like when he went. I've heard interviews where when he went out there, it was just him. Like there's no gimmick. It was real. Like everything was real to him. And he broke Big Show's sternum with a spear one time. I don't know if you knew about that, but yeah.
I heard stories that Goldberg was dangerous in the ring, but God, Big Show?
Yeah, broke his sternum.
That just hurt. Jeez, because I know about the whole infamous when he kicked Bret Hart in the head, and I know I heard about people stories where he injured Mr. Perfect. So many guys that Goldberg was not safe in the ring.
Nope.
So, have you ever been in a ring with somebody who wasn't safe?
Oh,
You ain't gotta say a
I've
name. You ain't gotta
been
say a name or anything.
I've been in the ring with people who've tried to be unsafe.
What?
Like they were like, or they didn't know what they were. They didn't try to be safe, is what I meant. They didn't try to be safe. They just didn't care. They just went guns a blazing.
No.
And I
You're
was like, man, is yeah, it's happened a couple times, but you can only you can only control what you can control, and you can only
yeah.
do the best you can in the situation you're in. So
I don't know. I've always, like I said, because the kid, I think every wrestling fan's kid want to be a wrestler. And me, if I'm wrestling a guy that's bigger than me, about 200 pounds, I want to be safe because the last thing I want to do is piss this guy off. Because if I piss this guy off, I'm the one who's going to get humiliated and going to get hurt and get thrown around. That's been my thing. I would want a guy your size, like, I'm going to be safe. Because if I be unsafe and he gets pissed off, that's my
see,
ass.
it's my thing. Like most of the people that I wrestle are smaller than me,
Right.
and I take pride in not hurting. I don't think I've ever hurt anybody. I think I've accidentally hurt one person though, but that wasn't like anything intentional. It was just a
Yeah.
freak accident in the match.
Right.
And but that's I mean I try to be as safe as possible. Everything's clean, everything's smooth. Like you never hear about oh, Walker Hayes just demolished that guy on purpose. It's
Yeah.
there's
And
no sense in
I think that's great, man. Because, I mean, wrestlers, you guys put your balls around all the time, and it's best to try to be safe and not hurt or injure anybody. And it's a great thing to hear you say that you try not to hurt anybody or injure anybody, man. Because I know it's putting guys out there that's not safe to wrestle. They don't care. But again, a guy my size, see a guy like you, damn it, I'm gonna be safe. That's gonna be my
it.
safest match ever because I don't
Yeah.
want to piss off a guy that can pretty much he could accidentally power bomb me the wrong way, and there goes my career because I can piss them off.
And I think I'm good about that too. Like I don't really get hot headed out there. Like I mean,
Right.
I don't really like if if somebody tags me a couple times, is what it is.
Yeah.
Not worried about it. Like I don't, and like if they want to talk about it in the back, I'll be like, hey, what's going on? Do you do that on purpose? But I'm never like, I never get mad out there to the point where like, oh, I'm gonna hurt this guy. Like
Right.
that's never happened before.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great because I just because I just feel if you was to lose it out there, I feel sorry for a poor person that pissed you off. Like, well, there goes his career. He made the wrong move this night. Man, that would be bad. So, question:
BAD.
do you prefer to be babyface or heel?
Oh man, that's another tough one. They both have their advantages and disadvantages for me. I absolutely love when I'm like being a baby face, like because as I feel like me as a person, I'm more of a baby face than a heel. Like in like as a heel, like as a outside of wrestling, I feel like I'm a good person. I love people, but then as a heel, I get to get my frustrations out
Yeah.
and be like be the exact opposite of who I am. But if I had to pick one, I'd say baby face because it's just more of who I am as a person.
Yeah. Cool. I know in some cases, it's some guys who can do both. Some guys they can only be one sided. So, do you think you can do both?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'd like to see a heel. Gray Wolf just text somebody like an actual wolf. That would be
Hey, I'll send you some stuff after the interview. I'll send you some matches on YouTube and stuff so you can see what that's about.
bet. Looking forward to seeing those, man. Like I said, man, I don't want to hold you too long, man. I know you said you got off work a few minutes ago, man. I know you want to kick back a couple, man. One more
Hey, you're
question.
good, man. If you guys many questions you got, I'm here.
Okay, cool. Guys, if anybody down in the comments got any questions for me, man, be feel free. So,
Go for it.
where do you see yourself like in the next 5 years? What's like your goal like in the next 5 years?
My goal is somewhere in the next 5 years, somewhere like GCW or like a Ring of Honor or something like that. Like I want to be I want to be so like I want to my goal in wrestling is to even if I don't make it to like a WWE or like a AEW,
Yeah,
I want people to remember like, hey, this was Walker Hayes. He was this guy that was really good on the indies. Like either that or I mean, if I can make it to WWE or AEW, that would be great.
yeah,
I have friends, somebody that I grew up with that I went to high school with and that I started training with is on AEW now. So, I mean, it's Anything's possible if you just put your mind to it.
I
You
got
know?
somebody in the comments want to know, will you be his Mr. Miyagi? Chris.
I think we already talked about this, and I think I'm too far away because like she lives like way away from where I'm at, and it would be almost impossible. I'm really sorry I can't be your Mr. Miyagi. I do apologize for that, but I wish you the best of luck in your wrestling career.
Okay, we gotta might have to get her up Friday, get her up here. She wrestles. I would love to get women wrestling up here because
Dude, I'm telling you, no, Brad, I'm not British. That's an inside joke. No, Brad, I'm not British.
oh man, the women's wrestling. Women wrestling. Who's of all time your favorite women's wrestler of all time?
Oh man, Lita. Have to
Lita.
say Lita.
I think okay. I won't say my comment. It was kind of a joke I made about Lita. It was if you take away the moonsault from Lita, what do you have?
Ah man, I just her character and her like
She didn't have a
I
cool
don't know.
character.
Yeah, she was like the Hardy Boys groupie, which was cool. Like
Yeah.
you never you had your Trish Stratus that was like the way I see it is like you have your Trish Stratus is like your popular girl in school. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
wants to hang out with her, whatever. And then you got Lita, who is like the rebel child, who it's just like it's a weird dynamic, and I love their matches that they had. Like they always had really good
Yeah.
matches.
The main event on Raw they had when she took that diving scorpion.
Oh, that was rough. That was rough,
But
man.
she finished the match though.
Hmm.
That's that's a two thumbs up to take. You finish the match after that. I'm pretty sure now though they probably won't let her finish the match, but thank God it happened. Like I'm
Well,
kind
it
of
happened to Cesaro too a couple of years back. Cesaro went through the rope and like scorpion on the guardrail.
right. Oh
Yeah,
man.
and
Uh,
it's a nasty bump. It's a nasty bump.
I hate to see anybody take those nasty bumps, but I mean it's what they sign up for, and I appreciate the ones that try to finish the match. But my thing is safety first. If you're hurt, if you're down, just throw the X up, let them know, hey, I can't finish.
Yep.
Because I remember it was a situation with Daniel Bryan where he was ringing, he did like the ring, he just hit like on the rail, and he was kind of out of it, but they stopped the match. And he was kind of pissed about it because they're more safe now, more safe about concussions and things. But back in the day, the attitude there, the rules of aggression, like you're a wrestler, keep going, buddy. Unless you're
Right.
out cold, you're gonna keep going. Now they're trying to be some more safe. I mean, it's a good thing. I appreciate it, especially I'm a wrestling fan. But these guys, they have families, they have kids, and they're
Mm-hmm.
human beings. Safety first. Give God the safety first. But
Yep.
the safety thing, it kind of take away from some great moments like Hell in a Cell matches. They're not as so rough as they used to be. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Yep. I was thinking the same thing. Like back in like the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era, wrestlers would be fighting injuries for like months and months on end and not tell anybody.
Yeah,
But now it's like when somebody sprains their thumb, they're out for 3 weeks. You know.
yeah.
It's on the flip side of that. It's like, oh yeah, like MJF, man. I love MJF, but
He's a great pure heel.
oh,
So,
dude.
who? What is your favorite gimmick match? You know, like Hell in the Cells or TLC, or tell me, what is your favorite gimmick match?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go old school and go steel cage match.
Steel Cage. Oh man, Steel Cage is Jimmy Fly Snooker jumping off. Mick Foley.
Never been in one, but I've always wanted to be in one. Like, oh man, it'd be
That
good.
should happen. That could definitely should happen in 901, man. That would be great to see happen. A Steel Cage match in 901 wrestling. Oh, dude, that would be great to see. That would be maybe you should pitch that and really just like tell them to
I
see that
might,
happen.
I might actually be. Yeah, I might actually do that. So I don't know who I talk to about that. Got to go to the 901 commissioner and the board and talk to him about that. But I think that'd be good.
A Steel Cage match. I've always enjoyed a good Steel Cage match, man. Especially when you got the right guys in there who know how to wrestle well together. Who don't mind? Hey, go ahead and jump off top of this cage, man. I'll take that bump. Go ahead and do it. It won't
Right.
like because I give all credit in the world to Val Venus for allowing Rikishi to land on him like that.
Oh yeah.
No.
No.
I like we gotta come up with something else. That's not gonna work. Oh,
Just imagine seeing him like just laying there and seeing him just come off and knowing he's gonna land right on top of you. Like,
I have a decision. Do I lay here and take over? I just say F this and move and get fussed at later for moving. Decisions,
uh,
decisions,
a
man.
$3,000 fine or getting landed on by Rikishi. By $3,000.
Damn that money. I get over it.
Right.
I'll work it off.
Right.
Oh, Adonis said he would go toe to toe with you in a cage.
Come on, man. Hey, the good thing about the cage is you can't bring the storm with you. So just be
Oh,
one on one. You can't hide behind your buddies, man. Yeah, I'm calling you out. I'm not calling you out, but I'm telling you, you ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for it by yourself.
ooh, Adonis, bro. Had him on here last week. Oh, Adonis, just now. I'm gonna push for this. I'm gonna be on here pushing for this cage match for you two guys. Like you said, but we all want to wrestle history. The storm will be out there, but damn it, I don't think they're gonna be bold enough to climb the cage with you though.
Nope.
Oh man, I can see. I can see the storm, and somehow you get your own faction, the Wolf Pack or something, man. Ooh, Adonis, come on, man, y'all. I'm ready for this match. I want to see this. I want all the smoke.
Hey, you may want the smoke. I'm telling you, Adonis. Fair warning, buddy. Hey, look, I know you got the storm behind you and you're feeling confident, but I mean, you ain't been without them in a while, so just keep that in mind, pal.
Ooh, he said he can do it. We will have to see about that.
One
Oh,
day, one day.
oh man, geez. So, kids, you got any kids, man?
Do not. I
No,
don't.
no. If you had kids, would you? And they wanted to get in wrestling, would you let your kids get into it if you had kids?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do have one fur baby. She's laying right here.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Patch. She's my little fur baby.
Okay, I'm seeing people. I'll wrestle you in the cage match and win. Wow, Christy, you're very bold.
How you gonna wrestle me and you ain't even trained? Come on now.
She said, you're beefing now. She said, you guys are
When
beefing
when you
now.
train me, I'm gonna beat you up in a steel cage. Like
I don't think she wants that. I don't think.
I don't either, but it's okay. I'll let her talk. I'll let her get it out of her system.
Wow. Okay, Adonis, he's built to go. You know what? Everybody here watching, everyone on wrestling, we're gonna push for this match to happen. Cage match. The Prince,
It's
Grey
fine with me.
Wolf. I need to be front row for that. I'm gonna have my camera ready because this match
Hey.
happened here. I'm gonna remind people where this match originally started from.
Hey, I'm telling you, I don't think he's ready.
With Brad.
Let's go. Yeah, because Brad, you're right around the corner from me. Brad,
Oh, Nate wants to know what's your finisher, man.
I've
He's
got
already watching.
two.
Okay.
I got two. I've got the HK97, which is an elbow. I preferably hit a pop up out of it, but I pretty much hit it from everywhere, wherever I can get, wherever I can hit it. Off the top rope, I'll catch him with it. Discus. Also the Boss Man Slam are my two finishers.
Yeah, we
And
talked about how the big boss man was an underrated guy who didn't get the credit he deserved. And that boss man slam, he catch you, and he was so smooth with it.
so smooth, like just all the way around with no issue. Yeah. And what got me started? I've always loved it. I've always loved to watch it. But there was a show in South Haven that I went to, and I talked to the guys after the show, and me and my buddy got trained up, and ever since then, the rest is history. And who inspired me? I've always been inspired by The Undertaker and Big Boss Man are my two favorites.
You know what? I enjoyed their Hell in a Cell match they did. I did enjoy it. Not gonna lie,
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it. How did it feel? Two guys that inspired you fighting inside Hell in a Cell.
I didn't know who to cheer for. I was like, oh, well, I'd have to pick Taker in that situation. I was
Right.
like, at first I was hesitant, but I was like, man, Undertaker. But Not that I like Boss Man any less. I'm just saying, you had to go with the obvious favorite there.
Yeah. Didn't have to brew and they did the whole hanging scene.
Mm,
It
that
was a
was a little
different,
rough.
it was a
That that
different breed back then.
if they did that now, they'd oh no, that'd be bad. Oh no,
Bad all the way. What were your feelings of the last Undertaker match for AJ? Oh, the
loved it,
Boneyard match.
loved it, loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Like Undertaker is this Clint Eastwood style badass was just it's the mixture of the Dead Man, the American Badass, and the original the Ministry Undertaker.
Right.
All three and Mark Calloway all put into one.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Yeah. And I was glad to see that this WrestleMania, it was a different kind of match than him. He was doing the usual typical walk out to the ring and try to match with a young guy. This was a good cinematic fight that was right up his alley. And I was
Mm-hmm.
glad for that they did this. Man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again.
They said they're going to start doing more matches like that.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Why don't they play it out right with the right people? Because I believe that Boneyard match, he had the right two guys with AJ and Undertaker. Do you think wrestling will be? Yeah, they said they are, and I think they will. But we'll see how things go. Would you do a match like that? Would you do a match like that? A Boneyard match?
I would. I'd be down. I'd be down for it. Let's see. Like I said, yeah, I like the Firefly Funhouse match too.
That was definitely something different. It caught me. I'm not like it caught me off guard.
If you there was a story within a story of it. Like it
Yeah,
was going through all of John Cena's downfalls and stuff. I'd love to see that kind of match with Bray Wyatt and Brock Lesnar for Brock Lesnar's last match.
dude. Oh man. And people give Brock Lesnar a lot of heat. They talk bad about Brock. What are your on the guy in Brock's position? What are your thoughts about Brock Lesnar?
I think he's Brock Lesnar is like on one hand he's great. He's worked his butt off to get where he's at. He's a like I said NCAA Division I athlete. Like he's played in NFL. He's fought in the UFC. He's a I don't know how many times WWE champion and world heavyweight champion. Like he's got he's definitely good at what he does. But on the flip side of that, he doesn't use his wrestling ability in the ring anymore. It's just
Yeah.
suplexes and F5s. That's all he does. And I feel like Brock is better than that. But then again, Brock's only being paid to throw people around.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've mentioned before to one of my buddies, like, man, people slipping on how good Brock Lesnar can be in the ring. But damn it, when somebody throwing this kind of money at you and just, hey, just go out there and suplex this guy around a few times. Damn it, I'm gonna go ahead and just suplex this guy around. I mean, if you pay
yeah,
me to do this, if you paying me this much money to work about 10 days out of a year, damn it, I'm gonna do it. I mean, hey, especially at the age he in, and Brock Lesnar, he already don't like traveling, and he pretty much like being at home. But damn, you pay me as much money to show up and stand next to Paul Heyman, hype me up, and then when I wrestle, I'm just gonna throw people around. Cool. Now, I'm like I said, man, Brock Lesnar, I see him have some good matches with AJ Styles, Daniel Bryan, Finn Balor.
mhm.
It's all about who he can ring with. But I agree with you, Brock Lesnar. He's much more than just simplicity, and I hate that's all they have him do now.
Yeah, I agree. It's tragic because Brock Lesnar could put on some great matches. Like him and Punk had a great match.
Yeah,
Him and like you said, Daniel Bryan. Him and who else did he have a good match with? A really good match with Seth Rollins. Him and Seth Rollins have had some good matches.
true. Yeah,
And if Brock Lesnar was allowed to be the Brock Lesnar that he was before he went to the UFC,
yeah,
Brock Lesnar would be like, I think he would get a lot less crap than he does now.
true. I agree. Because like I said, it's just they making him one dimensional. It's like you're making him hate it more in the ring. Like I understand he could be a heel, but gosh, let that man just unleash those wrestling skills he have. Do you know Alan Steele, Chris Lex, Tattoo?
Yeah, I know all those guys. I don't know Del Tucker that well, but I've met him a couple times. But I know Alan, Chris, and Tattoo really well. I'm really cool. All those guys are awesome. I learn a lot from them. what if I had to pick my favorite Memphis wrestler now? That's not me. That's a good question.
That's not you.
Hit me with a hard one, man. I'd have to pick. His head is going to be so big, but I'd have to say the King of Memphis, Hunter Havoc. Hunter Havoc, baby, all the way.
I want to have it. Okay, dope, dope. Yeah, Nathan, you asked a few questions to be covered. Who you enjoy working with? Yeah, Bam Bam Buddy.
Oh, see, I don't, I've never wrestled Bundy. I've always wanted to have a match with him. Bundy's awesome, man. I like Bundy a lot. Bundy's a good dude. Um, oh no, oh no,
Uh
uh,
oh. Guess who just joined?
uh
Uh oh.
oh no.
The,
Well,
oh, he's here. The Samoa Joe of 901 Wrestling is here. Oh man,
man, you see, we talked about him, and now he had to show up.
he did. Yeah, you were my favorite too. Oh my gosh,
She's just on me, like just on my case.
I don't know. Okay, look, it is. Sorry, Nate. Like I said, dude, Nate, buddy, down here. You joined in kind of late, but don't worry. I'm gonna definitely post this on YouTube for everybody to see. I'm gonna make sure I get it put on Facebook. You know, spread the word so people can see this interview. So if you miss anything, guys, or you're showing up late, hey, don't worry. I'm definitely gonna make sure this man's interview gets shown. I'm not gonna just keep it here. That'd be a jerk move for me to do. It's like Nathan, we understand you're probably doing stuff for your YouTube page, don't random place. Again, guys, if you like seeing different challenges or pranks, go check out my buddy, Don't Random Place. Nathan, please put your plug down there in the comments, okay? Please. Jeez. Oh man. This has been a great interview, man. I have been cracking up, tripping. Got a couple matches there. Couple matches we may see, big cage match.
Hopefully, hopefully.
Did Walker mention he's a piece of crap? Oh my god.
See, all Ken has is the middle school insults. See, he doesn't come in with no heavy stuff here. All these guys are little middle school insults, but that's okay. That's okay, Ken. As soon as you know, I'm the number one contender for that 18-19 championship. So be ready, man, because I'm not playing around this time. So keep talking all you want to.
Put him in the cage. Put him in the cage.
Hopefully you can back it up. Hopefully you can back it up.
Put him in the cage. Put them in the cage.
I don't think he wants it. I don't think he wants it, man. I really don't.
Only time will tell, because Adonis wants it. Hey, Ken, where you at? Do you want this? He's no more contender. Oh man, dude. Whoa. Oh man, this has been great, man. I've enjoyed myself with the big man Walker Hayes. Oh, I can't wait till you guys can just fully get back up and running, having your matches again, man. I was a little mad you guys' time got pushed back a little later. I'm like, man, come on, guys, I gotta work next morning. Jeez.
It's all good. You know, it's they went from 7 to 8, or yeah, we went from 7 to 8, and honestly, I think 8 is a better time because you know more people are coming into the rec room. You know, more people are available because a lot of people don't get off work till later, and you know what? Let him talk. Let him get it all out of his system. He'll wear himself out before the show comes. So.
Fatal 4-way, Walker, Ken, Adonis, Sam. Fatal 4-way.
I'd be cool with that.
Watch out for the storm, though. Watch out for the storm.
Hey, the more the merrier. The more elbows I can throw out, the better.
Oh man, like I said, man, this has been great experience, man. Looking forward to doing it again, man. Thank you for taking time for doing this. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna, as soon as I get this up and running, I'm gonna let you know. It's gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever I can get this thing going, man. Thanks again for your time, man. Can't wait till you guys are able to get back in the ring and start stealing shows and having great matches again, man. Hopefully we can get that cage match.
Hopefully, man. Hey, thank you for having me on here. Anytime, just hit me up.
No problem, man. All right, guys. It's your main man, Kel Breezy from Rants 901. with your big oh Walker Hayes, man. Hey, we out of here.
Later.